What's going on, guys? PXCam20 back again with a brand new video. We are here at the Suzuka circuit in Japan, and as you can tell, we are starting all the way back in 10th. We only got about a 10-15 minute practice session, which involved the qualifying, and we were only able to make up, I believe it was a 1:48 was my time. Anyways, we haven't ran a race, and I see down there that it says, do you know if you have to use the hards? So I checked to see the rules and requirements. Yes, we do need to use the hards. So that threw me off as a surprise. I didn't even realize that it was a 2-compound race. I thought it was just mediums and that was it. But now I know it's going to be a medium hard, so we're going to have to make pit stops here. But I don't know when we have to make the pit stops since it's my first race of the week. So yeah, jumping into this race basically with a blindfold because we don't know anything that's going on as we head into down the front straightaway, heading into turn 1 and 2. We jump up to this battle here that's going to happen in turn 1 and 2 between 6th and 7th. And actually 6th goes a little bit wide, 7th goes out wide too. 3 cars actually go spinning heading into turn 1 and 2. As you can see from 7th perspective, they actually just hit the green curve, go wide, and just go straight into the wall. As the wrecking's still not done, as 7th place actually gets spun out and goes all the way back to 10th or 11th, I don't know. But we get 3 positions right there. And as we head up, and someone else actually spins out. As you can see from his perspective, he just goes a little too wide on the S's, hits the gravel, spins right out, and then that is 4 positions in the span of about 3 or 4 corners. So very, very entertaining and awesome opening lap for us, as we're still not even halfway through the lap and we're already battling for 5th. So as we head out into the Dunlop curve, we're heading into the 2 right-handers right here, and 5th is actually just getting a little bit loose, but we get behind him. We run a little bit wide, almost at the gravel, and we lose a lot of momentum coming up into the chicane right here. As we let 6th place just go through, he's got a penalty, so there's no reason to try to battle him here, and we're getting pressure from behind us, as you can see on the radar. I actually go back, flip to see how many cars are behind us, and you can see like a gaggle of cars behind us as we make our way to the spoon curve, heading into the back, heading into the 130R, and you can see he serves a 2-second penalty there. So now we're in the slipstream of 5th place, going through 130R for the first time. Feels quite right. I think I lifted off a little bit because I was in the slipstream and I didn't want to accidentally run wide. So we head into the 2 chicane. We head onto the front stretch, and we stay in 6th. And so yeah. Very, very entertaining first lap. We were able to make up 4 positions, lose a position, and then came back 1 position as we were heading into turn 1 and 2. And yeah, just very, very happy about being able to race on this track. This is one of my favorite tracks on the game. It's just so many flowing curves, such a fun racetrack, and very challenging as well. If you don't run it correctly, as you can see, 5th right there does not run it correctly. You can lose a spot very, very easily as we make the overtake very easily as he makes a mistake, but we are getting pressured from behind as we head into Dunlop curve. So heading into the left-hander here, heading into the 2 right-handers, we're actually getting a little peek from 6th place. He backs out from the move as it's mainly a 1-car or 1-line turn as we exit out the 2 turns heading into the chicane. We jump a little bit up into 130R on the 3rd lap here as nothing else happens, and you can see in front of us just misses his braking points, hits the grass, spins right out, right into the tire barrier. And that is going to be 4th for us, as we are just picking people off left and right as they are just making mistakes left and right. That's the one thing I do like about Suzuka. Again, if you have to be very, very perfect on every single lap, because if you clip the grass, then you're going to go off spinning. So into 130R here on lap 4. We let 5th place get ahead of us because there's no point trying to make 2 of us try to squeeze into 130R. It's already difficult by itself as it is. So we lose a position heading into the chicane. And I noticed that 3rd place actually comes in for a pit stop. So I decided, why not? I already got overtaken. Might as well just come in for the pits, switch onto the hards. And at this point, I don't really know how long the hards are going to last. So I'm just, again, taking a guess, just going off of what the leaders do or the people ahead of me, and to see if my strategy will work out or align with them. So we jump into the hards, heading into turn 1 and 2. And we don't lose a position, so we stay in 5th. Jumping to lap 6 here as we head into the 2 right-handers, and we see a yellow flag right ahead of us. As you see, 4th actually lost it right there. Goes spinning straight into the gravel trap. As you can see right there, he was in 3rd, just ran a little too wide and just spun himself out straight into the gravel trap, allowing us to catch up to him. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make a pass on him, but we were able to make up a huge ton of ground on him. So now we're heading into the chicane here. Not into the chicane, but into the hairpin. And we're now in 5th, not even only a second behind 4th place. So we try to get into the slipstream here. As you can get a pretty good toe here. We head into spoon curve, heading out of spoon curve, heading to 130R. We're getting pressure from behind us. They get the slipstream, and we actually lose it a little bit there, as 5th place actually takes the takes 5th from us, as we headed into 130R, and so now we stay behind him on the slipstream here, just trying to make as much ground up as we can heading into turn 1 and 2, but we aren't able to do anything with that. So we jump up to lap 8. Heading into turn 1 and 2, we're following 4th and 5th and seeing if they can maybe get a battle going on here, so we can try to at least catch up a little bit. The more that they battle, the better it's going to be for us, because battling loses time for them. But if they stay lined up like this from nose to tail, then they might be able to pull away from us, because we're still not that experienced on this track. I don't know how long they've been racing on this track, but it's been, again, this is my first race on this track, so I'm still figuring out how long the hards are going to last for. And I can feel right here that already I'm starting to lose grip as I'm heading to the 2 right-handers. I have to brake very, very early heading into this final right-hander, heading into the hairpin, because I just felt like all my grip was being lost on these hards. Heading into the hairpin now, we're still a good 2 seconds behind 5th place here. And 4th and 5th are actually starting to run away with it now, so they're just staying nose to tail, just staying off each other's slipstream, and just pulling away from me here. So not looking good for us as we're heading to spoon curve, but we do see a yellow flag, so we just had to see what happened here heading into spoon curve. And it looks like the leader actually spun out, so yeah, he heads into spoon curve, goes a little bit wide, hits the green rumble strips on the right hand side, and just spins out. Tries to get back on the power here, but he just keeps spinning himself out, as you can see right here. Spins himself again, and loses more position than what he was supposed to initially lose. We get the position again off another mistake, so gaining 5 positions in this race due to mistakes from other people. Very, very misfortunate for them, but very fortunate for us as we head into 130R on the 9th lap here. I think I see, 2 cars coming to the pit stop, so I decide to myself, might as well just come into the pits, check on some mediums, as I saw that the mediums lasted for about 4 laps here on this racetrack. So we check on the mediums here. No fuel. We're still running pretty good on fuel. We have about a lap left, as you can see on the bottom right. 4 laps to go, and we have 5.5 laps remaining of fuel. So we don't put any fuel here. So we jump all the way to the 12th lap, heading into 130R. We're actually just going to take this nice and smooth, as we are starting to lose a little bit of grip on the mediums, but as you can see, the 100-meter board is actually taken down, so we got to just kind of focus on our braking points, make sure that we don't make any mistakes so we can maintain this 5th place heading into the final corner on the last lap. So heading into lap 13, we're just going to run you through the lap here as we head into the first 2 turns here. Brake right before the little gap opening for the pavement. Clip the apex pretty low. Heading into the S's, running out a little bit wide. Hit the first apex here. Just release the gas. Brake a little bit heading to the right. Gas, gas, gas. Brake a little bit as we gas it to the left into the long right-hander before heading into Dunlop curve. Gas it right before hitting Dunlop curve. And this is a very, very difficult part, as you don't want to hit that curve on the inside, as it can spit you right out into the gravel trap to the right-hand side. This is something that you really don't want to do. Brake right at the 50-meter board. Clip the first apex. Click this second apex here. Very, very early braking, so you can get a great exit coming out, heading onto the straight that leads you into the hairpin. Brake right after the rumble strip. Clip the apex very early, but we actually kind of missed a little bit there, but you can get a late apex and still get a pretty good drive. The main thing you want to do is just get a good exit so you can get a good amount of speed heading onto this. Basically, it's a curve, but it's still counted as a straight, as you stay on the throttle the entire time. Brake right before the 50-meter board. Clip the first apex into spoon curve, and then barely kiss the apex on the or the curves on the inside, and bring it out wide heading into the straightaway that leads you into 130R, probably the most famous turn on this racetrack, and my personally favorite turn on this racetrack. heading into the final chicane here, we get this perspective of second place in the leader as they're fighting for the lead here, but second place actually loses it heading into the line, and we'll see right here that the leader actually keeps it and holds first place as we're coming off to the very last part of the racetrack, about to cross the line, and we get a 5th position. So not too bad for the very first race that we done here, as again we only had 10-15 minutes of practice before the race, and only was able to put in a 1:48 on as a lap time. So 5th place, very, very proud to get that. Able to gain 5 position, which gaining positions always in my book is a great race, no matter where you start at, unless you start off in last place and you're most likely going to gain position. But yeah, anyways, we get the 5th place here, and yep, the 5th place right there, and we also get the clean race bonus, so a lot of money to help out our cause. Anyways, if you guys really like that video, hope you guys leave a like, click the subscribe button if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell if you guys want to see more of my videos and get notified whenever I post up a brand new video, as I try to post daily. Again, leave a comment down below if you guys want to suggest any new videos or just want to talk about anything. I'm always down to talk, and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.